What is going on, family? We are on day, let's see here, 105, I believe. 105 with Jesus, 105 of freedom. We ain't got no, we don't have no challenge in the mix right now, but I think what I'm gonna do is starting tomorrow. I think what I'm gonna do, matter of fact, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna do starting tomorrow is my birthday is February 19th, right? I'm going to weigh myself starting tomorrow and I'm going to push myself until February 19th. I want to hit a weight. The weight is going to be 175 to 180. 180 being the most, 175. I mean, if I could go down a little bit more, I'd go down a little bit more. So my goal is going to be to weigh 175 to 180 before February 19th. That is going to be a little over 2 months, a little over 60 days, probably around like 63, 64 days starting tomorrow. So that's going to be my alternative goal as far as weight and what I'm pushing for before my birthday. February 19th is the goal. My weight I will have most likely tomorrow. Might even have a start picture, I don't know. But I have my weight and everything tomorrow ready to go. And that way you guys can see that. And then, you just see the progress and you just go from there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I want to hit before my birthday, and that's what I'm going to hit before my birthday. And of course, today we're reading out of the book of Matthew still, and we are on Matthew 20. Parables. Let's see. Parable of the vineyard workers. For the kingdom of heaven is like the landowner who went out early one morning to hire workers for his vineyard. He agreed to pay the normal daily wage and he sent them out to work. At 9 o'clock in the morning, he was passing through the marketplace and saw some people standing around doing nothing, so he hired them, telling them he would pay them whatever was right at the end of the day. So they went to work in the vineyard at noon, and again at 3 o'clock. He did the same thing. At 5 o'clock that afternoon, he was in town again and saw some more people standing around. He asked them, "Why haven't you been working today?" They replied, "Because no one hired us." The landowner told them, "Then go out and join the others in my vineyard." That evening, he told the foreman to call the workers in and pay them, beginning with the last worker first. When those hired at 5 o'clock were paid, each received a full day's wage. When those hired first came to get their pay, they assumed they would receive more, but they too were paid a day's wage. When they received their pay, they protested to the owner, "Those people worked only 1 hour, and yet you've paid them just as much as you paid us, who worked all day in the scorching heat." He answered one of them, "Friend, I haven't been unfair. Didn't you agree to work all day for the usual wage? Take your money and go. I wanted to pay this last worker the same as you. Is it against the law for me to do what I want with my money? Should I be jealous? Should you be jealous because I am kind to others?" So those who are last now will be first then, and those who are first will be last. Jesus again predicts his death. As Jesus was going up to Jerusalem, he took the 12 disciples aside privately and told them what was going to happen to him. "Listen," he said, "we're going up to Jerusalem, where the Son of Man will be betrayed to the leading priests and teachers of religious law. They will sentence him to die. Then they will hand him over to the Romans to be mocked, flogged, and with a whip, and crucified. But on the third day, he will be raised from the dead." Jesus teaches about serving others. Then the mother of James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus with her son. She knelt respectfully to ask a favor. "What is your request?" he asked. She replied, "In your kingdom, please let my two sons sit in places of honor next to you, one on your right and the other on your left." But Jesus answered by saying to them, "You don't know what you are asking. Are you able to drink from the bitter cup of suffering I am about to drink?" "Oh, yes," they replied, "we're able." Jesus told them, "You will indeed drink from my bitter cup, but I have no right to say who will sit on my right or my left. My Father has prepared those places for the ones who for the ones he has chosen. When the 10 disciples heard what James and John had asked, they were indignant. They were indignant. But Jesus called them together and said, you know that the rulers in this world lord it over their, the rulers in this world lord it over their people, and officials flaunt their authority over those under them. But among you, it will be different. Whoever wants to be a leader among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first among you must become your slave. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve others and to give his life as a ransom for many. Jesus heals 2 blind men. As Jesus and the disciples left the town of Jericho, a large crowd followed behind. 2 blind men were sitting right beside the road, when they heard that Jesus was coming that way, they began shouting, Lord, Son of David, have mercy on us. Be quiet, the crowd yelled at them, but they only shouted louder, Lord, Son of David, have mercy on us. When Jesus heard them, he stopped and called, what do you want me to do for you, Lord? They said, we want to see. Jesus felt sorry for them and touched their eyes. Instantly they could see, then they followed him. Man, Jesus is King always. But yeah, I'm noticing that I'm guessing each book has its different way of telling a story that also has other parts of or the books from the Bible within the story as well, because Jesus predicts his death. And I know whenever I started, it kept saying Jesus predicts his death, Jesus predicts his death. So now he's predicting his death again from Matthew's side is how I'm taking it. But we're gonna keep this thing pushing as we always do, man. Still a little under the weather as far as cold. That's why I wasn't sure if I'm gonna start that tomorrow, which most likely I feel like I'm gonna start tomorrow because I just gotta get on the boat. I gotta get on the roll, get on the ball, man. Start getting stuff moving because these goals are not gonna get hit, and I definitely want to hit these goals way before summer. So, like I said, my birthday is February 19th. The goal is to hit those. It'll be like 60 days. The goal is to hit that 180, 175, 180 mark on the 19th, and just be where I wanted to be. And then that time, and from there, maintain. Maybe might even go a little harder. See where I'm at then, and then go from there. But I want to prove a point to anyone that's watching this as well as myself. So that's why I say these things. But outside of that, man, we're gonna keep this motion going. We're actually off tomorrow, so we'll probably record some stuff tomorrow. Maybe record a gym session. I'm not really sure. This depends on how I feel when I get up, because like I said, I'm still trying to shake this head cold. And it's almost gone and almost out the way, but we got the motion. God is good, and it's a beautiful day, man. Without a doubt, man. Appreciate each and every one of you guys as always. It's peace, it's love, it's happiness, big faith.